안녕하세요. 자스민입니다. 저는 독일 사람이에요. My name is Jasmine and I'm from Germany.
Hello everyone, I'm Hortense and I'm from France.
I've stayed here for a year and now I've been here since another 1.5 years. So I arrived in January 2020.
I arrived the 1st of March 2021, so I'm going to stay there for 6 months, and so I've been here for 3 months.
So pretty fresh.
Yeah,
wow.
Fresh girl.
So first of all, I am not a K-pop freak. I've been told that Korea is like a really fun life, I guess, as an exchange student, or like as a student in general. Like the lifestyle here is pretty cool, I guess.
I decided to choose Korea because I thought that it was the best country to fit for an exchange student, particularly in Asia, because I wanted to do Asia since I never went there. So I just thought that Korea and South Korea was the better fit.
Yes, there are foreigners in Korea who are not coming to Korea for K-pop or K-drama.
Like the Korean boo.
Yeah, actually a lot of them. Like the Korea boos are like 1%, yeah. They're existing, but not all of them. All the lovey-dovey couple matching outfits.
Like the matching outfit thing. All
and everything is like super cute. Like it's all about the
kawaii.
Yeah,
no
way.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Like everybody tries to be super cute, wearing cute stuff, doing like a cute little baby voice.
Yeah, that's true.
That's I think one of the main stereotypes I had after I did my research. Definitely the aegyo.
Back in Europe, they think that Asian people are just so crazy about work, and I think that it is kind of true. Like, I know that Korean people are really, really into work, and they're good about it. I don't know if like it's maybe pressure and stress, and it's really different from what we've been taught in Europe. And in Asia too, like you respect a lot the elderly people.
Oh yeah.
There's this respect thing that in Europe we have, but is so much increased here. Like it's not the same level.
Yeah, it's the same in French language. Like in German French language, we have like the formal, informal.
Yeah,
right?
The formal and informal.
But
yeah,
like,
that's true.
I think it's the same in France. Like you use the formal language when you speak to someone like way older, of course, or like someone of a higher hierarchy.
Yeah, your professor.
Exactly.
The elderly, not from your family, but like someone that you don't know. You're going to use an informal language.
Exactly.
Because it's like it's rude.
But in Korea, you use it literally for everyone who's just like older than you.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Even if we, for example, get introduced in France and I'm older than you, you wouldn't talk to me in a formal language.
No, that would be so weird.
Yeah, it's like, it's weird, exactly. When you watch like a lot of K-dramas, that a lot of foreign girls, they think like Korean boys are like the most romantic lover.
So much.
Like, they think there's like no F-boy in Korea.
Yeah, but you're saying them in clubs, they're not romantic at all.
You have F-boys everywhere. Yeah. Like, just because you're in Korea doesn't mean that the guys here are different. Like, especially in clubs, they're like, it's a freaking jungle. Like,
yeah, that's so true.
Don't think just like when you date, for example, Korean, like they will never cheat and they will buy like 1,000 flowers for you every day. Like I think this is like what a lot of girls who come to Korea, mainly for K-pop or K-drama, this is their stereotype. And then they get disappointed and then they want to go back home.
That's true, yeah.
I really love the 24-hour culture in Korea, especially times before Corona. But like, for example, convenience stores. They're so underrated.
Heaven,
yes.
like.
It's like they are in every corner. I'm talking about a real, like, not like a convenience store like we have in Europe where you can buy beer and cigarettes. It's different here.
No.
You can buy like, honestly, if you need like, I don't know, like a scissor for your garden at 3 a.m. in the morning, just go down to the convenience store. They have everything, 24 hours. Yeah. Especially when like clubbing, and for example, I wear contact lenses and you forgot like a lens drop or whatever, just go to 7-Eleven around the corner.
And even if you don't have cigarettes anymore, you just like it's 3 a.m. Yeah, who cares? Like there's a Korean store. Like
you never get bored in Korea. You can sit like in cafes and just they have so many different kinds of cafes. Cat cafe, dog cafe, sheep cafe, movie cafe.
Yeah.
Like noraebang, karaoke, the coin noraebang. I love that. Like you just go there by yourself.
That's true.
Right? Put like 1001, you can sing there like for 8 songs. But definitely the 24-hour culture. I think this is wow. in Korea. I love it.
As you said, a cafe, a park, a museum, an exposition. There's so many things to do. It's like mind-blowing. You cannot get bored, even if it's a rainy day, it's just a bad day, you will always find something to do, and that is just pretty incredible. Yeah.
Korean grandmothers, like the ajumas.
Oh yeah.
The majority of them, I love them. I think they're the nicest older woman I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
like
that's
they
true.
talk to you randomly in the subway. Sometimes they touch your hair.
Yeah, they're just so
yeah.
cute.
Sometimes, like I think there was like one ajuma, like I helped her with like some grocery shop like bags, and because it was really heavy and she was by herself, and all of a sudden she gave me like a kilogram of apples, like as a thank you. I guess, especially talking about a foreigner who is not well enough to speak Korean, it's the language barrier, especially as a long-term foreigner. Like when you have to do regular visits at the bank, you have to go to the doctor, to the immigration office. Language barrier is a huge disadvantage. Not a lot of, but many Koreans have like stereotypes about foreigners. I think my favorite one is that every foreigner is apparently an American, like every foreigner. Like they always say like, Miguk, like, are you American? It's so like, they always think you're American, you're an English teacher or something like that.
No, I'm German.
Or like from the military or something.
That's true. I'm just an exchange student,
yeah.
you know?
And they like, they just assume sometimes you're rude. Like, because you're a foreigner. Like sometimes when you just whisper in the subway, they were like, shh. Like, be quiet.
Yeah,
Why other people like louder? I think it's like a disadvantage of just being a foreigner. They just assume you're rude and you don't respect they just assume it just because they look at you. Like an American English teacher, rude.
Yeah, you're rude. You're not in your country. You need to stay in your place. In a way, you know, that's sometimes a bit troubling. Yeah. I think that Korean guys sometimes are not respectful with foreigners. Like they tend to be, because you're foreigners, you know, they can think that, okay, it's easier than with Korean girls, so we're just going to go for it, and they can be like, they can touch you, like trying to go like where you cross the border of what a foreigner really like to want, because that's not because we're not Koreans that we can agree with everything you're doing, and sometimes they don't really understand this barrier.
Riding the white horse.
Exactly, riding the white horse.
Be careful.
Like, remember this. Yeah. It's like the worst experience ever.
Yeah, it's like riding the white horse, hooking up with a foreigner.
Yeah, like for a Korean guy to ride a white girl, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
The term it's pretty obvious, but it's true. It's true. You don't want to feel like this. Like you just feel sometimes as an object in a club, and you don't want to feel like that as a woman, except in particular during the 21st century.
Yeah.
Like, it's just disrespectful.
Like as we said, like some clubs are like a jungle in Korea.
Yeah.
It's just like
in the zoo, you know.
Yeah, it's like
just the same thing.
It's like, who's touching me there?
Yeah, like what the.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like sometimes I just saw like Korean girls getting hit by a Korean guy, and nobody like reacted to that. Everything was like, okay, I'm just not looking at this. And the only people who were intervening in this were the foreigners. Like, what are you doing? What, how can you do that? That's not normal.
Discrimination is also like a thing. I mean, before you get me wrong, you have discrimination in every single country, like even in Germany or France, I'm sure about that. But I think the difference to Korea is like there's like the discrimination also against white people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you're a foreigner. It's like, you know, there are some clubs in like Hongdae or Gangnam, they say like no foreigners. Yes.
They're just saying this. No.
Because that's what I mean, like they assume just because you're a foreigner, you're rude, you're disrespectful, you're aggressive when you're drunk.
Yeah.
So I was really shocked like how obvious it is, because as I said, every country is discriminating towards certain people or races, but I think I'm pretty sure I've never seen a sign in Germany saying no foreigners. I think it's illegal to do that.
Yeah. Compared to France, I feel like the groceries, like vegetables, fruits, they're so expensive compared to France.
Oh yeah.
It's just so hard because fruits, they're just like,
I was
like 20,000 won for a mango. Seriously, like, okay, that was weird. But yeah, I think that it's sometimes hard to like find great fruits at cheap prices when you're a European, because we're not able to used to like eat the same thing as Korean people. And so, yeah, you just need to be prepared that you will have to pay a bit more to have your food each month.
Especially when you buy like Western vegetables, like I guess potatoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's gonna be way more expensive. I think whenever you go, we have a culture shock, but since Korea is like very